Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So I just uploaded my video about me creating my very first Etsy listing, and I thought, you know what, instead of just it showing this random screen of like the Etsy dashboard as the thumbnail of the YouTube video, why don't I just put another piece of like more eye-catching art on top, or a slide as a thumbnail. And Layla, oh my god, excuse my daughter who wants to be part of this. Excuse me, guys. So it looks like this is not about what I was about to say, but instead about Layla's little dance show. Are we done? I love you. Okay, Layla, are you going to stay here while I talk?
I'm
Okay.
gonna make my picture.
All right, sorry guys. So like I said, Huda, Ra, and Rio. Here we go. I'm not gonna.
And Layla.
Okay, and this is Layla. Okay, all right. So Layla, can we? All right. So while she's doing her thing, I'm going to talk to you about how I decided to create artwork for my YouTube video, talking about my first Etsy listing. And so, like I said, the thumbnail that they picked, it was just like showing this, like, you know, because in the video I do share my screen and how like it shares the dashboard, and so that was the auto-generated thumbnail that was picked by YouTube, and it just was so boring that like who's gonna click on this? I wouldn't click on it. So I thought, why don't I just create a slide for it? And I thought, well, like, most people would probably go to Canva or something. Like I have been loving using just AI art generators, I should say, which Canva does actually have, but I think for an additional price. I did already create, what did you say, Layla? Okay, just forget it. Layla, let me focus and then we can All right, so I originally was using Microsoft Designer for all of my art generations, but I did find that sometimes I didn't like the generated art, and so I did discover, with some Google, one that I have been using for a lot of my generated art for the last several weeks now, and it's called OpenArt, and I will share it. So give me a moment because my little like recording tool that I'm using doesn't allow me to first do camera and then share my screen. So in the next portion of this, I'll share it. And I guess maybe I should just do that now. So I'm just going to kind of walk you through how I used AI again to generate my, just help me with what I'm doing. At this point, it was my YouTube channel, right? My YouTube listing. And so showing that like I use AI for so much now, and I just don't know what life was like before. It's almost crazy, right? So with that, I'm going to share my screen, and I need to end this video part first. Okay. Okay, so this is what I was just talking about. It's called OpenArt.ai, and I discovered it last month, so several weeks ago. And ever since discovering it, I've been using it so much. I created a new album. This is actually my first album I've created. I just normally have all my generated art in one place, and I'll probably start organizing into albums. So this is the first one I created, and it's for the generated art I created for my first Etsy listing YouTube video, opening slide or thumbnail that you see in YouTube. And so as you can see here, let me just show you guys like just the prompt I did. So a slide that says my first Etsy listing using bold colors and font. Now this was the generated art it gave me, and it's beautiful, and I love how it did in fact, give me that bold font and then the vibrant colors. However, you can see that, nope, it did not spell things correctly. So, instead of my first Etsy listing, it's just like eating. I don't know what this is, okay? So then the next one, I said, okay, a slide that says my first Etsy listing, and sure, it says my first Etsy listing. This is the generated art. Not good. So then I Googled, all right, how do I make sure that it can actually give me the right spelling? And so Google told me, actually the Google's AI told me, just use phrases like ensure perfect spelling, ensure correct spelling, no typos. Actually, I think in this one prior I did, no, I didn't. So I did like ensure that it's like correct spelling and there's no typos. Again, it didn't do that. I don't know where this unos celules went or came from. So then I said a slide that says my first Etsy listing with perfect spelling using bold colors and font. Again, my first item. And so you can see it just keeps kind of giving me the wrong stuff. So I was like, you know what, maybe for this purpose, I'm not going to use OpenArt.ai, but instead I will use the Microsoft Designer. And so I went to Microsoft Designer and let me see what that shows. Okay, maybe that, let me show that next. So give me a moment while I pull that up because I'm only sharing this one window. Okay, sorry, let me just keep myself steady. All right, so this is me using Microsoft Designer, which again, like I shared earlier, is that this is all I used to use for generating my art, and then until I discovered OpenArt.ai. And so here I decided, let me find, let me see what I could do. I went through some other templates or generated stuff, and I saw that people are using these, like the open and closing brackets. I think that's the name of the punctuation. And so, sorry, my ring is ringing. So I'll have to get that. So it has, here we go, I put a computer screen with minimal graphic style with vivid colors and the words, my first Etsy listing. And look at that. Actually, I just realized it didn't spell it correctly. It repeated the Y and the F, and then it didn't put the I in there. Okay, so that didn't generate right. I tried a whole bunch of things, and let me kind of just showcase all of them. I think it's going to show here. This one did. Look at my first Etsy listing. I really like that. And then I realized, oh shoot, the dimensions aren't right. So anything here I had to redo. I liked this one as well. It generated just fine. That did not. So then I went to a different dimension and ended up with here my first Etsy listing. This actually looked pretty good too. So same thing, I did use the same exact words, but again, just changed the dimensions. Here's another good one. However, it repeated the Y. It repeated the S here. So you have to kind of keep playing. This was totally misspelled. And then I did another one, or in the end, I think this is the one, right? In the end, I ended up choosing this one, my first Etsy listing, and I just decided to download it, and this is what I've posted as my thumbnail. And again, it just kind of shows how I'm using AI to create things. So I have been using AI quite a bit for my YouTube videos, which again, I will share that in another video as to how I use that. So I hope this helped you, and with that, again, don't forget to like this video if you liked it, add some comments. If you have any comments, any questions, anything like that, I'll get back to you. And don't forget to hit that subscribe and also ring that bell for some notifications from this girl. All right, talk to you guys later, and bye.